At the beginning of the story, we see a woman asking a wounded young man to tell her where something is. Instead of answering the question, the man did his best to catch his breath. The woman raised her sword and asked the man to answer her question. While staring at the woman, the young man wondered about how no one expected this woman, who is the direct bloodline disciple of the Sword Supreme, to be so powerful. No one expected that the young woman would be powerful enough to slaughter hundreds of demonic humans in one strike. The young woman is known as the Divine Blade. Her name is Siola. Siola is the one who killed the heavenly demon who had caused the Great Orthodox Demon War. The Divine Blade grabbed the young man and asked him to tell her where the rest of the demonic humans went to. Siola asked the man to help her if he has an inkling of guilt. While looking at the woman with eyes filled with sadness, the man told himself that he definitely knows the location she is searching for. Unfortunately, our protagonist could not speak because his vocal cords have been destroyed. Of course, the real reason he could not speak was because there was a spell on his heart that binds him from saying anything. As tears flowed from her eyes, Siola told the man that this is his last chance. She revealed to him that all her comrades want to kill him right now. She assured him that she will do everything she can to save him if he gives her an answer. While crying heavily, the Divine Blade begged the young man to give her an answer. Our protagonist could not understand why the Divine Blade was so passionate about finding the other demonic humans. He wondered if she is sad because of the hatred she has for the demonic humans she could not capture. The man quickly removed this idea from his head. He realized that Siola was sad because of Jang Seon-yun, who is also known as the Meteor Blade. Song-yun is the fiancé of Siola. He was kidnapped by demonic humans. The young man smiled when he gained this realization. He found it funny that the strongest person in the world is anxious about a single man. Siola was annoyed to see our boy smiling. She threw him to the ground out of anger. She told him that she would have killed him the first time they met if she knew that he will be so vile. The Divine Blade told our boy that she regrets a lot of things. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He could not believe that Siola would say such a thing to him. He remembered the first time he and Siola met. The girl offered him something at this time. Around this time, our protagonist was a grumpy young boy and Siola was an innocent young girl. Our boy began to wonder when things started going wrong for him. He was a traitor who stabbed countless people in the back and sided with the demonic humans. Our protagonist realized that karma is finally catching up to him. Before she could walk out of the cell, Siola saw our boy doing something. The woman quickly turned around. She called out to our boy, whose name is Gu Yang-chun. She asked him to tell her what he is doing. As he slowly used his blood to write something, Yang-chun felt a muscle get destroyed in his chest. Our boy spat out a large amount of blood. The Divine Blade was shocked to see this. Yang-chun used the blood he spat out to continue writing. While struggling to move his hand, Yang-chun remembered that someone told him that his heart will explode if he goes against any condition. The moment he remembered this, another muscle got destroyed. This made our boy cough out more blood. Yang-chun remembered that this curse is the heavenly demon's demonic art, which is used on members of the cult so that they do not betray the cult. Siola quickly moved close to our boy. She asked him if he is all right. The woman realized that Yang-chun was dying because he was writing. She asked him to stop moving his hand. Unfortunately for her, Yang-chun could no longer hear her. While writing, our boy wondered if Siola would believe him if he told her that he was framed. Yang-chun knew that she would never believe him even if he had a ton of excuses. After saying this to himself, our boy finished writing the location. Siola was shocked to see what Yang-chun wrote with his blood. Although Yang-chun knew what to say, he also knew that it was already too late. He did not see what his words would change. The moment Yang-chun finished writing, he began to scream in pain as his heart slowly tore apart. After screaming for a while, our boy fell to the ground and looked up. He wondered about the kind of life he lived. He remembered when he stood next to a woman in her last moments. The woman raised her hand up and touched Yang-chun's face. With a bright smile on her face, the woman asked her brother to be happy. While remembering how he spent his life, Siola called out to our boy. She asked him if he is okay. While she was calling out to him, Yang-chun remembered how both his big and small regrets have made up his life. Our boy remembered standing next to a green-haired woman in her last moments. The woman who appeared to have been blinded apologized to Yang-chun when she realized that he was next to her. Our boy simply glared at the poor woman. While his life was flashing in his eyes, Siola called out to our boy with tears in her eyes. Yang-chun remembered how he held a woman with white hair in his hands on a rainy day. As the rain slowly fell on them, the woman asked our boy if he is crying. She raised her hand up. Yangchun assured her that he is not crying. He told her that it is just rainwater. The woman asked our boy if the moon has risen. Yangchun told her that it is still there. The woman told our boy that it is good that both him and the moon are next to her. The moment she said this, she dropped her hand and died. The moment he remembered this, Yangchun realized that his life was pathetic. He was born into the Shangshigu clan. It is a renowned clan of the Orthodox faction. Yangchun lived as an Orthodox martial artist before betraying the Orthodox faction and turning to the demonic side. The demonic cult lost the Great Orthodox Demon War, and Yangchun was tortured as a prisoner of war before he died. After he saw how his life played out, our boy closed his eyes and died. In the next scene, we see a younger Seola offering Yangchun a potato with a smile on her face. Our boy was shocked to see this. He could not believe that he had returned back to the time when he first met Seola. Yangchun could not comprehend what was happening. He was certain that he died after his heart exploded because he violated the heavenly demon's rule. Our boy was certain that his life ended in Seola's hands. When Yangchun placed his hand on his chest, he noticed that his heart was beating normally as if nothing happened. Due to how small he was and the environment he was in, our boy was able to deduce that he was in his younger self. Yangchun wondered if he was dreaming. Although he felt like he was dreaming, our boy could not understand why he would dream about the day he first met Seola. While looking at the potato she was holding, our boy remembered that he said something to the girl when she offered it to him in his past life. In the past, Yangchun knocked the potato out of Seola's hand. The girl was shocked to see this. He used his leg to squash the potato. With a horrifying look on his face, our boy called the girl a peasant and asked her to know her place. Yangchun was annoyed to remember what his past self did. Thinking that he was in a dream, our boy believed that he remembered this memory because he has a lot of regrets. With a shaky tone in her voice, Seola asked Yangchun if he does not like potatoes. The moment she asked this question, our boy took the potato from her. With a bright smile on his face, Yangchun thanked the girl for the potato. He assured her that he will enjoy it. Immediately he said this, he took a bite of the potato. Our boy began to scream. He never expected the potato to be so hot. He did not understand why a potato would be so hot when he was not in reality. Seola began to laugh when she saw our boy stick out his tongue. She found it funny that his face turned red. While our boy was sticking out his tongue, a young man in the same clothes as him ran to him. The young man referred to Yangchun as young master. The man told our boy that he has been searching for him everywhere because he suddenly disappeared. Our boy remembered the man as his bodyguard. He remembered that his bodyguard's name is Mu Yun. Mu Yun was relieved to see that his young master was not hurt. He told Yangchun that he was worried that something will happen to him. The moment he said this, Mu Yun noticed that his young master's tongue was burnt. He noticed that Yangchun ate the potato that Seola gave him. The man quickly placed his hand on his sword. He asked Seola if she wants to die. Our boy told Mu Yun that everything is fine. He asked the man to give him something. Mu Yun did not know what his young master was talking about. Yangchun asked the man to give him the honey cookie that is with him. The bodyguard was surprised to hear this. He put his hand into his pocket and took out the cookie. He told Yangchun that this is his last one. Our boy took the cookie from the man and offered it to Seola. The girl was surprised to see this. She asked our boy if he is really going to give it to her. With a smile on his face, Yangchun told the girl that this is the only thing he can give her for her delicious potato. Seola began to drool when she heard this. She revealed to our boy that this is her first time getting something that shines so well and smells very nice. Before she could accept the snack, someone called out to her. Seola turned around to see an old man who she calls Grandpa. The old man ran to hug his granddaughter and told her that she is safe. Seola hugged her grandpa with a smile on her face. The old man reminded his granddaughter that he told her to never let go of his hand. Seola assured the man that everything turned out okay. She told him that she even got some potatoes. The man told the girl that potatoes are not the problem. He asked her if she is fine. Seola assured her grandfather that she is fine. Yangchun became nervous when he recognized the old man that was standing in front of him. Seola pointed at our boy and told her grandpa that she gave one potato to him. The old man dragged his granddaughter's hand and moved close to Yangchun. He bowed his head and told our boy that his granddaughter does not understand the ways of the world, so she committed a serious offense to him. Yangchun assured the man that everything is fine. He told him that he is actually thankful to Seola. He put his hand together and explained to the old man that he was actually hungry. He told him that he is thankful that the girl offered him a potato. He explained to the man that he can only repay the favor with a honey cookie. He asked the old man if he is willing to accept the cookie. The man was surprised to hear what Yangchun said. Before he could reply, his granddaughter told Yangchun that she wants it. She stretched her hand and tried to grab the cookie. Before she could get the cookie, her grandpa picked her up and began to run. He told Yangchun that they cannot accept something so precious. He assured our boy that they will never bother him again. Our boy asked the old man to wait. Siola's grandpa was shocked to hear this. He turned around and told Yangchun that he can take his anger out on him. To the old man's surprise, Yangchun put the cookie in his granddaughter's hand. He told the man that this is his answer. Siola was extremely happy to receive the cookie. She offered our boy another potato. The old man smiled when he noticed something. He realized that Siola has found the person she is searching for. After receiving the cookie, Siola waved to Yangchun. Her grandpa bowed to our boy. When the two turned around, Yangchun stopped smiling. He let out a huge sigh. Mu Yun was surprised to see this. He asked his young master if he is feeling sick. The reason why our boy was nervous was because Siola's grandpa was the person who held the position of the Murim Alliance leader until a while ago. He is also one of the three Supremes. They are hailed as the strongest people in the Murim. They spread fear and terror amongst the unorthodox martial artists. The old man is known as Hyagun. He is also called the Sword Supreme. While watching Hyagun scold his granddaughter from afar, Yangchun wondered about why the old man came to his town. He could not believe that he was almost killed in a dream. After her grandpa was done scolding her, Siola turned around and smiled at our boy. Mu Yun told his master that they need to go back. Our boy told him that they can leave. Yangchun believed that he is ready to die peacefully now that he no longer has any regrets. To our boy's surprise, he did not wake up from anything. He walked to the doorstep of his manor. Our boy became confused. He did not understand why he was not waking up. He was certain that he would have already woken up if he was dreaming. While thinking, Yangchun wondered if this had something to do with the heavenly demon's curse. While he was lost in thought, someone calls him a fascinating person. Our boy immediately recognized this voice. He saw a young girl in front of him when he raised his head up. The girl walked up to him and told him that it is interesting that he has the guts to come to a place the clan head is coming to. Yangchun remembered the girl as Gu Yanxiu. She is also known as the Flame Sword. She is our boy's second older sister and the person who despises him the most. Yangchun was surprised to see that everyone was gathered outside because the clan head is coming. Yanxiu asked our boy to tell her what he is up to. The girl placed her hand on her brother's shoulder and asked him to screw off if he is planning something nonsensical. Yangchun hid his sister's hand away from his shoulder. Mu Yun was shocked to see this. Our boy told Yanxiu that he came because he has to be here. Yanxiu was annoyed to hear this. She told our boy that it does not make sense for someone who avoided the meeting for a long time to finally show his face today. Yangchun told his sister that it is his fault. He told her that he will apologize to the clan head later. Yanxiu became more enraged when she heard this. She called out to her brother and released her energy. She walked up to him and told him that it will be good for him if he stops any trick he is playing. The servants all became nervous when they heard this. With a look of anger on her face, Yanxiu asked her brother to not get her angry. Before she could say more, Yangchun asked his sister to stop talking. He told her that their father has arrived. The moment he said this, a man on a blood-red horse rode into the manor. The man wore a red garment and he had blood-red pupils. He also had a huge scar on his face, with a cold gaze in his eyes. The clan head asked his children to tell him what is causing the commotion. Everyone in the clan bowed their heads when they saw the clan head. The man stared at his son. He seemed to be a bit surprised to see Yangchun. Our boy raised his head when he noticed that his father was staring at him. The man stopped staring at his son and called a minister. He came down from his horse and asked the minister if he has prepared a sword unit. The minister informed the patriarch that the first sword unit has been resting after they returned. He told the clan head that the fourth sword unit is currently waiting. As he walked forward with the servants, the patriarch ordered the minister to inform the fourth sword unit to finish their preparations. He told the man to tell them to meet him once they are done. Yangchun was nervous when he saw his father's gaze. Although he did not know if he was in a dream, our boy still did not like his father's gaze at all. Before he walked away, the patriarch turned around and asked Yangchun to come to his room once they are done with their meal. Yangchun and his sister were shocked to hear this. Our boy did not understand what was happening. In the next scene, we see Yangchun and his sister eating with their father in a huge dining hall. Our boy was surprised to see that his family still had the same awkward atmosphere in the dining hall. The atmosphere was awkward to the point where Yang Chun could not tell if he is eating through his lips or his nose. Our boy began to hope that someone would talk in order to do something about the vibe. The patriarch referred to Yanxio as second child and told her that he heard she made an accomplishment in martial arts. With a bright smile on her face, Yanxio explained to her father that she has gotten a small enlightenment. She revealed to him that she reached 3-star a few days ago. The patriarch commended his child on her achievement. He told her that she has advanced beyond her age. He asked her to continue to devote herself. The girl thanked her father for his praise. Yangchun found it to be impressive that his sister reached 3-star at such a young age. Of course, our boy was not completely surprised. He knew that such a thing is possible for someone like his sister who has talent and is quite hardworking. Yangchun told himself that his sister looks good when she smiles. The moment he said this, Yanxio frowned her face when she saw him looking at her. Before our boy could take another bite of his food, his father called out to him. He asked him if he went to the streets today. Yangchun explained to his father that he had something to do. The moment he heard the answer to his question, the patriarch stood up. He asked his children to enjoy their meals. Yangchun found this to be odd. He felt like his father was going to say something to him. Our boy believed that his father will tell him what he wants to tell him once he sees him later. The moment he thought of this, a maid moved close to him. She moved close to our boy's ear and told him that his father asked him to rest for today. She revealed to Yangchun that his father asked him to come to his room tomorrow. Our boy was surprised to hear this. He did not understand why his father suddenly changed his mind. Later in the night, we see Yangchun next to a window in his room, while staring at the moon. Our boy realized that he has regressed back to the past. Yangchun clenched his fist out of anger. He realized that he finally had an opportunity to kill the heavenly demon. Our boy quickly removed this idea from his head. He knew that he was hoping for the impossible. He did not know how he was supposed to kill the person that killed the 3 supremes who were said to be above the heavens. When he thought about his life as a demonic human that served the heavenly demon just so he could survive, our boy was annoyed. He lived his life with so many regrets. Although he did not like his regret-filled past life, our boy was still able to learn many things. Yangchun decided to live a new life now that he has been reborn. He did not see a reason to stress himself since the heavenly demon will later be killed by Siola and the demonic cult will eventually disappear as well. Our boy decided to live a quiet life with his new chance. With a serious look on his face, Yangchun assured himself that he will not repeat the same mistakes he made in his past life. In order to get a smooth life, our boy realized that he had to increase his strength. He sat in a lotus position and sensed the energy in him. Yangchun was shocked to see the tiny amount of internal energy he had. After seeing how pathetic his internal energy was, our boy understood how impressive it is for his sister to be at 3-star when she is just a year older than him. Of course, our boy had a way of helping himself. Yangchun decided to train with the cultivation technique that is only passed down to the blood relatives of the Gu clan. The moment he activated the technique, his internal energy began to spin. The technique is known as the Gu flame wheel art. Once a person reaches 4-star, they will be able to emit the flaming inner energy. When a person reaches 7-star, they will be able to wrap their body in flames. Unfortunately for our boy, he was merely at 1-star. Yangchun knew that he had to gather internal energy as quickly as he could in order to polish it until he reaches 2-star. In order to live a smooth life, Yangchun assured himself that he will not borrow the power of demonic humans. He decided to focus on increasing his own power. After circulating his internal energy for a while, our boy began to feel exhausted. He grit his teeth and let go of his energy. While breathing heavily, Yangchun fell on his bed. He stopped circulating his energy because he might die if he pushes his body too hard. Our boy knew that his current body could not easily handle internal energy. He was certain that he will suffer from energy deviation if he continues to push himself. While breathing heavily, Yangchun began to laugh. Our boy was happy to see that he got some result from his energy circulation. His internal energy had now increased, and he had reached the early stage of 2-star. While looking at his hand, Yangchun assured himself that he will take things step by step. He wanted to improve in a way that isn't slow but still different from his past life. He assured himself that he will not make stupid mistakes that will negatively affect his upcoming future. The next day, Yangchun woke up tired. Our boy was surprised to see that his entire body was still in pain from the training he did yesterday. While wearing his clothes, Yangchun told himself that it is his fault that he did not train until now. Yangchun decided to go to his father's room later. He decided to use his time to train now. The moment our boy opened his door, he saw something shocking. Yangchun saw Seola at his doorstep. The girl greeted our boy with a smile on her face. In this world, a crack suddenly appeared in the sky. A man on the road was surprised to see the crack. The man's friend asked him to tell him why he is looking up. The man asked his friend if a star has always been in that part of the sky. While looking at the crack, the man saw a huge eye inside it. The man was horrified to see this. Unfortunately for the man, monsters tore through the empty space before he could react. The cracks are known as the gates of the demon realm. Each sect created a group that could fight against these monsters. These groups are known as sword units. Every sect has a sword unit. The Gu family had 5 sword units. Our boy's eldest sister, whose name is Gu Weibai, is the commander of the 5th sword unit. Yangchun spent half of his life under his harsh sister's command. It was during his time with his sister that he formally met Seola. Yangchun was certain that he was supposed to meet Seola half a year later after the potato incident. Our boy could not comprehend why the girl was currently at his doorstep. He decided to go back into his room. He believed that he was seeing things because he slept so late last night. Seola held his clothes before he could go back in. She asked him to wait. She greeted our boy and decided to formally introduce herself. Before she could speak, someone hits her hand. The person turns out to be Hyagun. The old man reminded his granddaughter that she cannot treat Yangchun like that. Our boy was shocked to hear what the Sword Supreme said. Hyagun asked Seola to apologize to our boy. The girl bowed her head and apologized to Yangchun. Our boy did not understand what was happening. Hyagun bowed his head to him and introduced himself as Waimun. He explained to Yangchun that he will be serving him starting from today thanks to his father. He assured our boy that he will move his weak body to serve him well. Yangchun was surprised to see that the Sword Supreme introduced himself as Waimun instead of Wai Hyagun. Seola introduced herself with her real name and told our boy that she will be serving him with her grandpa. Yangchun was horrified to hear that the strongest people in the world want to serve him. Our boy realized that his father must have allowed the Sword Supreme to do this for a reason. He realized that his new life is already screwed from the beginning. Yangchun greeted the Sword Supreme and asked him to call him by his name. Hyagun called our boy young master. This made Yangchun more uncomfortable. While sitting at his doorstep, our boy was shocked to see what was happening. He couldn't believe that the Sword Supreme was using a broom to sweep his house. The old man turned around and smiled at Yangchun when he saw him staring at him. Our boy felt nervous when he saw the old man smile at him. He did not know what to say. While her grandpa was sweeping, Seola received a large amount of clothes from the other maids. The maids told our girl that the clothes are too much. Seola assured them that she can carry the clothes. While she was shaking, one of the maids offered to assist her with the clothes. The girl assured them that she can carry the clothes. Unfortunately for the girl, she hit her leg on a rock and fell to the ground. The clothes scattered and poured all over the place. Seola hit her head on the ground and the bucket fell on her head. Yangchun and the others felt bad for the girl. The other maids quickly rushed to assist her. Yangchun was surprised to see that the girl was bad at chores. Our boy was certain that Seola was supposed to possess a martial arts talent within her. He did not understand why she was so clumsy. While thinking, Yangchun stood up. The moment he stood up, Seola stopped crying and walked up to him. Our boy asked the girl to finish the chore she is working on. Seola revealed to Yangchun that she was told to follow him around. With a confident look on her face, the girl revealed to our boy that her grandpa ordered her to follow him around. The moment she said this, Yangchun realized that the girl was his direct servant. Our boy quickly understood that Seola was dumped on him because nobody wanted to deal with him. Yangchun wondered if it is fair for his personal servant to be decided so haphazardly. Seola climbed on his stairs and moved close to him. The girl was helping our boy fix up his clothes. Yangchun could deal with Seola, but the pressure of the Sword Supreme was just too much for him to handle. After she was done tying his clothes, Seola asked our boy to take a look. Our boy's clothes was wrinkled. Yangchun turned around and fixed his clothes himself. Our boy wondered if his father hired the Sword Supreme and his granddaughter even after he knew their identity. He wondered if they hired Hyagun and Seola because too many servants have quit. Yangchun put on his shoes. He decided to confront his father on the issue when he gets to his room, before our boy could leave his house. Seola asked him to wait for her. Our boy told the girl that she is not going with him. He told her that she has to stay in order to get a hang of things. Seola became sad when she heard this. Our boy was surprised to see this. He walked to his gate and asked our girl to finish learning how to do her job before closing the gate. Yangchun asked Seola to do her best. He told her that he will bring her a treat. After saying this, our boy closed the gate. Seola became happy when she heard about the treat. Her grandpa was relieved to see that her mood had changed. The scene shifts and we see Yangchun at his father's doorstep. Before entering his room, Yangchun thinks about how scary the situation is. He was never close with his father, and he had never personally spoken to him. He wondered about what he should say to him. Our boy was certain that his father had something important to tell him since he was the one who called for him. Yangchun decided to ask his father about Hyegun and Seola after he hears what he has to say. While he was lost in thought, someone appeared behind him. The person asked him if he is not going to go in. Our boy screamed out and said crap when he heard the person's voice. When he turned around, he was shocked to see his father. The patriarch asked him to go in. While sitting in front of his father, Yangchun began to tremble. He could not believe that he said crap in front of the clan head. The patriarch asked his son if he has seen his new servants. Yangchun told his father that he has greeted the servants. The clan head asked Yangchun to tell him what he thinks of his new servants. Our boy thanked his father for assigning new servants to him for his convenience. He wanted to ask his father more questions, but he was cut off. The patriarch asked his son to not ask any more questions. He assured him that he will reveal the details to him in time. Yangchun accepted his father's order. Upon seeing how his father shut him down, our boy realized that his father hired Hyegun and Seola even when he knew their true identity. He wondered if the patriarch has a deal with the Sword Supreme. The clan head asked his son to not worry about minor problems. He ordered Yangchun to prepare to head out to the Unified Dragon Assembly tomorrow. Our boy accepted the order. The moment he accepted the order, Yangchun tried to remember what the Unified Dragon Assembly is. After thinking for some minutes, Yangchun remembered the kind of place he was being sent to. The scene shifts and we see Yangchun asking his bodyguard to slit his throat. Mu Yun was shocked to hear this. He asked his young master if he really doesn't want to go to the Unified Dragon Assembly. Our boy told his bodyguard that he really has no interest. The Unified Dragon Assembly is an important event where new members of the Sword Unit are chosen. It is held biannually for the sake of the Sword Unit who work in closing the gates of the Demon Realm. They risk their own lives for the sake of the Gu clan and the residents of Shangxi. It is expected that those of the Gu clan's direct bloodline would be required to attend such an event. Yangchun ordered Mu Yun to slit his throat. He assured his bodyguard that he will no longer have to go if he is dead. Mu Yun took out a scroll containing the clan head's signature. He told our boy that his father will kill him by himself if he does not go. He revealed to our boy that a man known as Elder Li will be there. Yangchun was shocked to hear this. Mu Yun revealed to his master that Elder Li promised to beat him up if he does not go to the Unified Dragon Assembly. While the two were talking, some servants were loading up the carriage. Yangchun could not believe that Elder Li was also going to be there. Among the elders, our boy believes that Elder Li is quite nasty and harsh. The old man always believes that Yangchun was expected to act with decorum since he is the only son of their family. In other words, the elders saw him as someone who is responsible for the clan's honor and prestige. Although our boy did not like the fact that the man was hard on him, he still respected Elder Li. The elder is a very busy man. Even though he is busy, he would always meet Yangchun to teach him something when he has the time. Due to the elder's scolding and punishments, our boy always tries to avoid him as much as he could. Even his father never paid this much attention to him. Yangchun said that it is amazing how he still became a loser despite all the old man's teachings. Our boy asked Mu Yun about the time they are going to leave. Mu Yun explained to his master that they will leave as soon as everyone is ready. While they were talking, we see some maids complimenting Seola. They told her that she is so beautiful. While they were talking, our boy called out to a maid known as Honghua. He asked the maid if she is not yet ready. Honghua apologized to her master. She told him that she is trying to prepare Seola. Yangchun asked the maid if our girl caused trouble again. Before she could explain herself, Seola stepped out and showed our boy her new clothes. Yangchun was shocked to see how beautiful the girl was. His face began to slowly turn red. Seola moved close to our boy, with a bright smile on her face. The girl informed Yangchun that everyone told her that she looks beautiful. Our boy faced the other side and asked the girl to tell him what this has to do with him. Even though he said this, Yangchun was also thinking about how beautiful Seola was. With a cute look on her face, Seola asked her young master if he also sees her as a beautiful person. Our boy lost control and his face turned completely red. He turned to Mu Yun and told him that they need to start going. The scene shifts and we see Seola stick out her head while the carriage was moving. Our girl was happy to be inside a moving carriage. She never expected it to be so fast. Manhwa asked Seola if this is her first time on a carriage. Our girl told her that it is. She explained to the lady that she always thought that horses are for eating. She never expected a horse to be able to run so fast. While they were talking, Yangchun stuck out his head and asked Mu Yun about the place where the Unified Dragon Assembly is taking place. Mu Yun revealed to his young master that the event is taking place at the Heavenly Exchange. Yangchun remembered that this is the most famous shopping district in Shaanxi. He was surprised to see that Elder Li put in so much effort into the event. Mu Yun advised his young master to take a nap since it is a 4-hour trip. Our boy told his bodyguard that his advice is good. He explained to Mu Yun that he could not sleep because he was training last night. While he was talking, Yangchun hears Seola explain how delicious horse meat is to Manhwa. Our boy was annoyed to see that the girl was so loud. He put something in her mouth and asked her to shut up. When she checked what our boy put in her mouth, Seola was surprised to see a sweet. She sat down and began to lick the sweet. After giving the girl the sweet, Yangchun decided to get some rest. In the next scene, we see Seola wake up our boy to ask him for more sweets. The girl soon realized that Yangchun no longer had any sweets. Manhwa asked our girl if she has told our boy that they have arrived at their destination. The moment he heard this, Yangchun raised his head up. When he stepped out of the carriage, our boy saw a beautiful, vibrant city filled with lanterns. Yangchun realized that the city was filled because the event is a big festival in Shaanxi. While our boy was stretching his body, someone comes to meet him. The man greeted our boy and asked him if he is tired from his journey. The man introduced himself as Chun Ishil. He told our boy that he is the vice merchant head of the Heavenly Exchange. With a smile on his face, Chun told Yangchun that it is his honor to meet the rising star of the Gu clan. Our boy put his hand together and also introduced himself to the man. Chun revealed to Yangchun that the first day of the event went by smoothly because of Elder Li and his sister. Chun offered to guide our boy to his room in order for him to rest. Our boy remembered his sister's face when the man mentioned her. He hoped that he wouldn't come across her during his time here. Unfortunately for him, his worry became a reality. Yangchun saw his sister on his way to his room. The girl glared at her brother when she saw him. Our boy greeted Yanxio. The girl asked him not to greet her because she does not want to hear his voice. With a smile on her face, Yanxio asked her brother to not cause trouble at the Unified Dragon Assembly. She told him that there is nothing more hideous than shaming their family's name. Yangchun assured the girl that he will be as quiet as a mouse. He asked her not to worry about him. Yanxio became angry when she heard this. She told her brother that she is not worried about him. The moment she said this, she noticed that Seola hid behind our boy when their eyes met. Yanxio was annoyed to see our girl. She told her brother that old habits never die. She asked him if he is going to behave the way he usually does at the event. Yangchun did not understand what his sister was talking about. He asked her to explain what she means. With a look of disappointment on her face, Yanxio told her brother that people don't change. The moment she said this, she went inside her room and slammed the door. Our boy could not understand why his sister was acting weird. He apologized to Chun for causing a small commotion. The man assured Yangchun that it is fine. He told our boy that it is normal for siblings to fight. Our boy told the man that he wants to stop somewhere before he goes into his room. The scene shifts and we are taken to a large arena. Seola was shocked to see how large the arena was. She told our boy that she has never seen such a large building. Yangchun had heard that merchants measure each other's financial power through how much money they put into festivals. Our boy never expected the Heavenly Exchange to spend so much money on one festival. The event that took place today was to celebrate the sword unit and their incredible efforts. The duels will be held to pick new sword unit members tomorrow. Yangchun was happy to see that those of the Gu clan's bloodline do not have to participate in the event. All he has to do is to watch the duels. Our boy assured himself that nothing will happen because all he has to do is watch. The moment he said this, we see a huge man standing behind him. The man was also wearing the same red clothes as Yangchun. The huge man told our boy that he is surprised to see that he did not run away. Yangchun was shocked to hear the man's voice. He quickly turned around. The man stretched out his hand. Yangchun was terrified to see the man's hand coming towards him. He realized that he needed to block the attack. To Yangchun's surprise, the huge man simply pat him on the head. With a smile on his face, the huge man asked our boy to tell him why he is scared. He pat Yangchun's head and asked him to tell him why he did not run away when he saw him. Yangchun reminded the man that he promised to fold him in half if he did not come to Shaanxi. The old man was surprised to hear this. He asked our boy to tell him who said such a thing. Yangchun told him that it was the second elder. The second elder laughed when he heard this. He was surprised to see our boy talking back. Yangchun noticed that the second elder always had a strange fixation on him. He believed that this was because he is the only son of the clan head. Sola was surprised to see the huge man. She called the second elder a bear. The girl said that bears are as delicious as horses. With a scary look on his face, the second elder glared at Siola. Our girl became nervous when she saw the look in the man's eyes. She wanted to continue yapping, but she immediately became quiet when she saw the look in the man's eyes. Siola became terrified. She quickly hid behind Yangchun. Our boy told the second elder that he will scare people away if he continues to look at them with such a terrifying gaze. The huge man laughed and asked Yangchun if Siola is his concubine. Our boy was surprised to hear the question. He asked the man to take a look at Siola's clothes. He told him that our girl is a servant. The second elder was disappointed with Yangchun's answer. He told our boy that he will accept his answer. The second elder reminded our boy that tomorrow is the Unified Dragon Assembly. He asked Yangchun to go to bed immediately. He explained to our boy that he will still need to take part of the event even if he is a spectator. Siola quickly ran to the exit when she heard this. She asked Yangchun to leave with her before the second elder eats them. Our boy accepted the second elder's order. Before he could leave, the second elder called out to him. With a smile on his face, the old man swiped his hand on his neck and told Yangchun that he will do this to him if he tries to run away. Our boy immediately understood the man's threat. After hearing what the man said, Yangchun moved closer to Siola. Our girl asked Yangchun if the bear is going to eat them. Our boy told her that the man will strangle her first. Siola screamed when she heard this. While walking away, the second elder realized something. He noticed that there was something different about Yangchun. The next day, we see a large amount of people gathered for the Unified Dragon Assembly. While looking at the people lined up for the event, Yangchun explained to his bodyguard that he thought the event would start in the morning. He told Mu Yun that the event will definitely start in the afternoon. According to Mu Yun, people from the numerous clans in Shangxi, or anyone who can prove their identity, is allowed to participate. The bodyguard told his master that he never expected so many people to show up. Yangchun reminded the man that it is a big deal to be a member of a sword unit. While our boy was talking, Siola hid behind him. With a shaky tone in her voice, she asked Yangchun if the bear grandpa is going to take off her head. She asked our boy if they cannot ask the second elder to hibernate. Yangchun was annoyed to hear this. He told our girl that she should have stayed in the room if she was so scared. Siola reminded our boy that her grandpa asked her to stick with him. Yangchun knew that he could not ask our girl to disobey the Sword Supreme. Our boy assured Siola that everything is fine. He told her that Mu Yun can defeat the bear grandpa. Siola was happy to hear this. Mu Yun asked his master to tell him who bear grandpa is. Our boy revealed to the man that Siola is talking about the second elder. Mu Yun told our boy that it is impossible for him to lay a finger on the second elder. He asked his master to address the second elder more respectfully. Our boy decided to tease Siola. He told her that Mu Yun can't defeat the bear, so they need to give him her head. Siola was shocked to hear this. With a shaky tone in her voice, she told our boy that she is all right if everyone will be happy with her head. Yangchun told Siola that he is simply joking. While drooling heavily, our girl pointed at a food cart. She told our boy that her grandpa said that ghosts who die with a full stomach look prettier. Siola assured Yangchun that ghosts who die eating dumplings look quite beautiful. Yangchun realized that our girl wanted him to get her some dumplings. While our girl was ordering for dumplings, Mu Yun told him that he treats Siola well. With a nervous look on his face, Yangchun asked his bodyguard if he did not see our girl begging him to buy her some dumplings. Truthfully, Yangchun did not know how to treat Siola. This is because he had met her several times in his past life. Our boy told his bodyguard that Siola does not fully understand what it takes to be a servant. With a smile on his face, Mu Yun told his master that he still bought our girl the dumplings despite her being his servant. Yangchun did not know how to explain this. Mu Yun was proud of his young master. He told our boy that he is different from the rumors. The man explained to Yangchun that he made a stupid mistake by believing in rumors. He told our boy that he has many lessons to learn. Yangchun told the man that he is reading too much into mere dumplings. The moment he said this, our boy realized that Mu Yun mentioned something about rumors. He asked his bodyguard to tell him when he started working with him. Mu Yun revealed to Yangchun that he started working 2 weeks ago. Our boy realized that Mu Yun was assigned to him right before he regressed. This is why he is able to hear about some rumors. While Yangchun was thinking, someone shouts at her mistress. Our boy was shocked to hear the loud sound. The person told her mistress that she shouldn't wander around in such a dangerous place. The girl told the woman that she worries excessively. The girl told her bodyguard that nothing can happen in a place where the Unified Dragon Assembly is taking place. This is because there are so many members of the Gu clan in the city. While looking at her from behind, Yangchun recognized the girl's voice. He hoped that it wasn't the person he was thinking about. The bodyguard informed her master that she is worried that she might run into the heir of the Gu clan. Our boy was shocked to hear the bodyguard talk about him. He told himself that the woman is talking about someone else. He told himself that there are several men in the Gu clan. The girl told her bodyguard that this will not happen. She explained to the bodyguard that she cannot meet the heir because there are so many people around. Yangchun was shocked to hear what the girl said. The sentence felt ominous to him. The moment our boy thought of this, the girl in black clothes turned around and saw him. The girl was shocked to see Yangchun. Our boy and Mu Yun also felt nervous when they saw the girl. The girl did not know what to say. The bodyguard moved close to his master and whispered to him. He told Yangchun that the expression of the girl and her guard looks as if they have just seen something horrendous. He asked our boy if he knows the girl. Yangchun could never forget the young lady in front of him. He remembered her hair which falls to her shoulder and her black beady eyes. Our boy remembered the ring on her hand. The ring contains a symbol that appears when examined up close. Yangchun already knew the significance of the ring. It is something that comes from the Hebei Peng clan. Our boy remembered the young lady as his former fiancée. Yangchun's marriage was arranged with the Hebei clan. It is one of the 4 largest clans. The marriage was arranged for a simple reason. The Gu clan is as prestigious as any of the 4 clans, and they have a child around the same age as the daughter of the Hebei Peng clan. Yangchun was bound to be the heir if nothing happened. The Peng clan believed that an arranged marriage with the Gu clan will be beneficial. The issue of the marriage lies in the trouble which our boy caused when he was younger. There were so many bad rumors about him. He was a person who used to ditch training to cause trouble. The rumors did not sound favorable to the Peng clan. Of course, what really shattered the marriage were the things Yangchun said to the girl. The girl asked our boy to tell her why he is there. Yangchun reminded her that his family is hosting the event. He asked her to tell him why she came. The girl told our boy that she has some business to attend to. She told Yangchun that his family doesn't own the entirety of Shangxi. She told him that she does not need to report her movements to him. Yangchun told her that he does not care. The girl was annoyed to hear this. She reminded our boy that she is still a year older than him. Yangchun apologized to her. He told her that he forgot. While they were talking, our boy saw Ciola walking away. He asked her to follow him if she has bought the dumplings. While holding a large amount of dumplings, Ciola carefully moved behind Yangchun. Our boy asked the girl to have a good stay. He and his bodyguard walked past the girl. Our boy told her that he is quite busy. He told her that he will see her later. The girl was surprised to hear this. She quickly turned around. She wanted to say something to Yangchun, but she decided not to talk. She reminded herself that she is quite busy dealing with her brother. The girl noticed that Ciola was walking next to our boy. She was certain that she had never met our girl before. The girl was surprised to see such a cute servant next to Yangchun. She wondered if our boy had changed. The moment she thought of this, the girl remembered her first encounter with Yangchun. Our boy asked the girl to tell him who she is. He told her that she is just the daughter of a concubine. Of course, the girl became enraged when she heard this. She got on the table and grabbed Yangchun's clothes. With a terrifying look on her face, the girl asked our boy to repeat what he said. With an arrogant look on his face, Yangchun asked the girl if he is wrong. The moment she heard this, the daughter of the clan head punched Yangchun in the face. The girl told her bodyguard that she was prepared to endure everything even if it is for an arranged marriage. She told Yangchun that she was willing to marry him despite all the terrible rumors around him. She told him that she was willing to do anything for her clan. The bodyguard quickly moved close to her mistress. She begged her to calm down. The girl moved her bodyguard out of the way. She moved close to our boy and raised a chair up. She told Yangchun that he is dead. After remembering what our boy said to her, the girl assured herself that nothing has changed about Yangchun. While she was thinking, our boy took some plates of dumplings from Ciola. The girl assured her master that she can carry the plates. Our boy told her that she does not look fine. He told her that he can help her. Mu Yun also offered to help Yangchun. Our boy asked his guard to focus on his duty. He told him that they need to take some dumplings to Hongwa if there is any left. The girl was surprised to see what our boy did. She felt like something was different about our boy. She quickly removed this idea from her head. She told herself that Yangchun must simply be in a good mood today. She assured herself that it is impossible for the crazy bastard to grow up. While looking at our boy, the girl told herself that there might be a small chance that our boy can change. Before Yangchun and his bodyguard could enter the building, they hear someone yell at another person. Our boy and his group quickly turn to the side. Yangchun was annoyed to see that several people are scaring him today. Mu Yun asked his young master if he is alright. Our boy assured his bodyguard that he is fine. Siola asked her master if the dumplings are safe. Our boy asked her to shut up. The person who was yelled at told the man in front of him that his problem won't be resolved by shouting. He asked the man to calm down. The man slammed his hand on the table and explained to the man that he does not have a lot of time. He asked the attendant if he will be responsible if he gets caught. With a serious look on his face, the attendant asked the man to explain what he means by getting caught. The young man became nervous when he heard this. He realized that he messed up. He told the man that he never said such a thing. The attendant asked the man if he is joking with him. Mu Yun asked his master if they should help. Our boy reminded his bodyguard that anyone can participate in the Unified Dragon Assembly as long as they can prove their identity. Mu Yun explained to our boy that he was asking if they should allow the man to keep causing a scene. Yangchun explained to his bodyguard that it is nothing new to see someone squabbling over the Unified Dragon Assembly entry. He assured Mu Yun that the martial artists of the Gu clan that are on standby will take care of the issue. One of the martial artists moved close to the man and placed his hand on his shoulder. He asked the man to stop his act here. The moment the martial artist touched his shoulder, the man held his hand and slammed him to the ground. The attendant was shocked to see this. He asked the man to tell him what he is doing. With a cold gaze in his eyes, the man told the attendant that he has proved his skill. He asked the attendant if he can participate now. The attendant asked the man if he is crazy. He told him that he cannot participate after knocking their martial artist down. The man explained to the attendant that he was simply showing his skills. While watching the man and the attendant argue, Mu Yun asked his master if they should interfere now. The moment the bodyguard said this, Sola explained what she saw in a stupid manner. She told our boy that the man slammed the martial artist like wham. Yangchun walked forward and asked Mu Yun to follow him. The bodyguard was surprised to hear this. He asked our boy if it is right to leave the man there. With a nervous look on his face, Yangchun explained to Mu Yun that he does not want to get caught up in the issue. He asked his bodyguard to head in with him. Mu Yun wanted to argue with his master. Yangchun assured him that the others will take care of it. The moment he said this, the attendant told the man that he cannot just have things the way he wants. He explained to the man that they have their own rules. He told him that he cannot enter if he cannot be properly identified. The man asked the attendant if his skills are not enough. The attendant told the man that he does not have any issues with his skills. The man became annoyed when he heard this. He asked the attendant if he is disrespecting the young clan head of the Peng clan. Our boy and the daughter of the Peng clan turned around when they heard this. They were shocked to hear the young man refer to himself as the young clan head of the Peng clan. In the next scene, we are taken to the past. We see snow falling in a huge manner. Aoi asked her elder brother to tell her what he is doing. With a bright smile on his face, the young man greeted his sister. He told her that he is warming himself up by the fire because everywhere is cold. He explained to her that he decided to roast a sweet potato since he is close to a fire. Aoi told her brother that she has no interest in knowing why he started a fire next to her room. She asked her brother to simply tell her what he plans to use the plaque in his hand for. With a smile on his face, the young man explained to his sister that the sweet potato was taking too long to cook. He told her that he wanted to use the plaque to make the fire stronger. Aoi threw something at her brother's head the moment he said this. The man was shocked to see this. He reminded her that she is hitting her elder brother. Aoi told him that he deserved to be hit. She asked him if he doesn't know what he is currently holding in his hand. The man told his sister that he is holding a firewood. Aoi reminded her brother that the plaque of the Peng clan was given to him by the clan head himself. It was given to the man as a reward for graduating as the top student from the Divine Dragon Academy and for becoming the youngest successor in history. Aoi told her brother that he knows what he can do with the plaque. The man revealed to his sister that he wants to use it to make the fire stronger. Aoi grabbed the potato from her brother and tried to hit him with it. The man quickly covered his head. The girl decided to not do anything. She told her brother that he needs to act more like a successor. The man laughed when he heard the word successor. Aoi was surprised to see the look on her brother's face. She revealed to her brother that she cannot tell what he is thinking sometimes. She reminded her brother that he has all the skills and talent despite being young, and he has been chosen to be the successor. Aoi told her brother that he looks so dissatisfied even after having several accomplishments. With a bright smile on his face, The man told his sister that he is not dissatisfied. He looked up and revealed to his sister that he simply wants to leave the manor. While blowing on a potato, Aoi informed her brother that he can simply leave and come back later. The man was surprised to hear this idea. In the next scene, we see Aoi reading a letter from her brother. The idiot told her that he is going to go out for a bit. Aoi squeezed the paper out of anger. She could not believe her piece of shit brother called 4 month a little time. While she was holding the paper, her bodyguard informed her that the beggar sect has found her brother. The bodyguard revealed to Aoi that her brother is in Shaanxi. The girl was surprised to hear that her brother went so far away. The scene shifts and we are taken back to the present. We see the young master arguing with the attendant. He told the attendant that he has shown him everything that he can. The attendant asked the young master to tell him what this will do for him. With a look of anger on his face, the man begged the attendant to allow him participate in the event. The attendant asked the young master to calm down. He wanted to explain himself more, but the man interrupts him. He told the attendant that he does not have a lot of time. He asked the attendant if he has to show him the Dark Knight blade before he can believe him. Mu Yun told his master that the man just mentioned the Dark Knight blade. Yangshun told his bodyguard that the technique is exclusive to the direct bloodline of the Peng clan. Our boy wondered if he was actually looking at the young clan head of the Peng clan. Yangshun decided to quickly leave. He did not want to accidentally get involved in something that does not concern him. The moment our boy turned around, the second elder appeared in front of him. The man grabbed Yangshun's head. The second elder told the man that he must be the young clan head if he knows about the Dark Knight blade. Immediately the elder grabbed his head. Yangshun realized that he is screwed. The second elder asked the attendant to let the young master participate since he is skilled enough. The young master put his hand together and bowed his head when he saw the second elder. He introduced himself to the man as Peng Wujin. He referred to the second elder as the Grandmaster Pure Flame Fist of the renowned Gu clan. He told the second elder that it is an honor to meet him. The second elder began to laugh when he heard how Wu Jin greeted him. He told the young man that he has not heard the title in a long time. He assured Wu Jin that he can participate in the event. The attendant informed the elder that they haven't confirmed if Wu Jin is really the young master of the Peng clan. The second elder assured the man that Wu Jin is truly the young clan head. The attendant was surprised to hear this. The elder informed the man that Wu Jin looks exactly like his father. He told him that the young man has a physique of a Peng. According to the second elder, the black ring on Wu Jin's hand is enough to confirm his identity. Yangchun noticed that this is the same ring that Aoi wears. He could not believe that this dumbass is actually the young clan head of the Peng clan. With a smile on his face, the second elder asked Wu Jin to tell him the reason why the successor of the Peng clan wants to participate in an event when its purpose is to choose new members for the Gu clan sword unit. With a confident look on his face, Wu Jin told the man that it is not fun at the Peng clan. The second elder began to laugh when he heard this. He told Wu Jin that his reason is not bad. Our boy wondered if Wu Jin had lost his mind. The second elder asked the man if he got permission from his family. Wu Jin informed the elder that he ran away from home because he did not think that his family would allow him to come. The elder laughed harder when he heard this. He asked our boy if he heard what the man said. Our boy wondered if Wu Jin is stupid. The elder noticed that Wu Jin was well trained. He asked the man for his age. Wu Jin told the elder that he will be 23 this year. The elder was surprised to hear this. He realized that the Peng clan has been raising an overpowered monster. While looking at Yangchun, the man told Wu Jin that he wishes their little idiot was like him. Our boy did not know what to say to the elder. Mu Yun moved close to his master and assured him that the elder is not talking about him. Siola asked our boy to tell her why the old man would call him an idiot. Yangchun asked the two to shut up. He told them that they are hurting him more than the elder. Our boy did not really care about what the elder said. While looking at Wu Jin, our boy realized that the elder was right to call him a monster. Yangchun remembered that Wu Jin will soon receive the title of Blade Emperor. Our boy became certain that Wu Jin is from the Peng clan. He remembered that another person from the Peng clan is also in the area. The moment he thought of this, Aoi called out to her brother. Wu Jin was happy to see his sister. The moment the girl got close to him, she used her leg to kick his face in. The attack sent the idiot flying. With a terrifying aura around her, Aoi called her brother a worthless bastard. She could not believe that he claimed to be the successor when he ran away from home after leaving a note behind. Wu Jin asked his sister to calm down and listen to him. With a horrifying look on her face, Aoi asked the man to tell her what he wants to say. Wu Jin was surprised to see that his sister actually gave him a chance. He begged her to spare him. The moment she heard this, Aoi began to beat the shit out of her brother. She asked her brother to tell her why he would run away from home and try to join another clan's sword unit. She asked him if he has lost his mind. Wu Jin begged his sister to spare him. Yang Chun was surprised to see this. He told the elder that it is better they stop Aoi because she might kill her brother. The second elder assured our boy that things are fine. He told him that men from the Peng clan are quite sturdy and can even endure getting hit by a metal rod. Wu Jin called out to the Grandmaster and begged him to save him. Yang Chun asked the elder if he is sure about what he said. The second elder asked Aoi to stop beating her brother. He told her that she might kill him. Aoi was annoyed to hear someone talking to her. She wanted to curse the person who intervened, but she quickly kept her mouth closed when she realized that it was the Grandmaster. Aoi turned around and greeted the second elder. She apologized to the man for seeing her and her brother fight over trivial family issues. The elder assured her that it is fine. He told her that he enjoyed meeting someone as funny as Wu Jin. Aoi assured the elder that she will definitely compensate him for the incident. She told the man that she and her brother will be leaving. Wu Jin told his sister that he will stay. Aoi was annoyed to hear this. She asked her brother if he was not beaten enough. With a cold gaze in his eyes, Wu Jin asked his sister if he looks like someone who is joking. The girl became nervous when she saw the look in her brother's eyes. She asked him to tell her his reason. Wu Jin revealed to his sister that their clan is boring. Aoi asked her brother if the Gu clan and other clans are more interesting. The man told his sister that these clans are probably more interesting than their own. Aoi placed her hand on Wu Jin's shoulder and begged him to grow up. She reminded him that he is the clan successor. Wu Jin explained to his sister that he wants to enjoy life before he becomes the clan head. He reminded her that the only way to not become clan head is to be crippled or to die. However, both options were not good to the man. Wu Jin revealed to his sister that he does not want to become clan head. He told her that everyone in the clan apart from them is simply a beast wearing a name tag. The man told his sister that he will become the clan head so that she doesn't have to. Yang Chun asked the second elder if he is really going to let Wu Jin participate in the competition. He asked him if he wants to get involved in the matters of the Peng clan. The Grandmaster told our boy that he wants Wu Jin to participate, but he does not want to get involved in the Peng clan's problem. While looking at the two siblings, the second elder thought of a solution. With a smile on his face, the elder told Wu Jin that he can participate if he wins against him. Everyone was shocked to hear this. Aoi told the elder that this doesn't make any sense. Yang Chun asked the second elder if he has finally lost his mind. With a smile on his face, the elder informed Wu Jin that the winner will be decided in 10 moves. With a serious look on his face, Wu Jin asked the man if that is all. The second elder told the man that he does not lie. The moment he said this, Aoi asked her bodyguard whose name is Yobi to get her brother. The second elder decided to create some rules. He told Wu Jin that he will win if he manages to touch him within 10 turns. The moment he said this, Wu Jin appeared behind him. He grabbed Yobi's sword and was about to strike the elder. Before his attack could touch the man, he began to laugh. The second elder told Wu Jin that he is too impatient. The moment he said this, the man turned around and clenched his fist. Guys, we have come to the end of our video. If you guys want more of this recap, let me know in the comments section. Don't forget to like and smash that subscribe button for more recaps. See you guys later.